comes under realization part, SAP realization. As part of the SAP implementation strategies, we have the implementation strategies. So project planning, preparations, right? Business blueprint, diagrams. Normally in these first two phases, we will not be involved, our project management team. So they will be involved documentation side, our managers, they will involve, they will work with the customer. So documentation part, align the, agree the landscape strategy systems, all those things, everything here. So our where we will involve in the implementation project mainly. So implement installations, the directly they will doing the installations part and everything here, right? So here comes under the SAP installations here, SAP installations here. As part of the SAP installation, first of all, so what we are going to do and which products we are going to learn, our day-to-day classes here, what are the databases we are going to learn, and everything here we are going to discuss here. So coming to the installations part, SAP, the installations part here, right? Right, coming to the SAP installations part here, the first thing is which we are going to discuss about the SAP, the versions here, which SAP versions we are going to discuss here, which SAP versions we are going to discuss here. As part of the installations, the first of all, we are going to discuss about the SAP NetWeaver. Then after that, SAP ECC, right? And SAP HANA database. This is the database which we are going to discuss. Then SAP NetWeaver, we will do with the installation of the small product that is called the SAP NetWeaver product. We will do the installation. Why? Because NetWeaver product is the small. Why? Because SAP has a number of products are there here, right? So in that, NetWeaver product is the base product. It is required for the each and every application is required. The SAP NetWeaver product is required. NetWeaver apps are required here, right? So base is required here. So we will do the first NetWeaver installation, so that once everybody got the opportunity, once everybody got the hands-on on the SAP NetWeaver installations part, then we will work on the, so then SAP ECC. SAP ECC here. So once everybody so done, once SAP ECC installations, NetWeaver installation done, then we will do the parallelly we will continue the all our basis administration topics we will discuss. Then HANA administration, followed by the HANA administration. We will discuss each and everything here. All right. This is what we will discuss here. So for every SAP installation, either ECC or NetWeaver or S4HANA, Fiori, CRM, SRM, BW, any product installation, these all are the SAP product. Based upon the our requirement, we will use the respective product. We will use it here. Based upon our business, we will use the respective product here. So coming to the SAP ECC. So here, the first of all, SAP ECC. ECC means Enterprise Core Component. So in the name itself here, we have the core component here. So this is the transactional system here. For every business, you require the core component is required. Means enterprise means organization, core, the main component. So this is a main application. For every application, every organization, ECC is the main product here. ECC is the main product here. So every company they have to, they are starting the new business or everything, means definitely they need to install the SAP ECC product. They have to install it here, right? SAP ECC they have to install it here. So SAP, the first of all, they started in the 1972. The first they have started with the SAP, the R1 architecture. Based upon the IBM Finance Server Accounting, they have started the R1 SAP architecture wise. So SAP R1 architecture they have started in the 1972. They have started here. Then after that, SAP released the R2 architecture. They have released in the 1979. They have released the R2 architecture here. Then after that the R3 architecture they have released in the 1992. They have released the 1992. They have released the So you don't need to remember the versions. It does not require. You don't require all those things just for informing. So R1, R2, R3. What is that? Is architectures here, right? R1, R2, R3. R means here. So real time. So real time. So 3 means 1 means tier 1 architecture. 2 means tier 2 architecture. 3 means tier 3 architectures. So what is this tiers, right? So normally the successful SAP architecture is the tier 3 architecture. Nowadays, everybody we are using the tier 3 architecture, which means tier 3 means presentation layer, then application layer and database layer here. So we have the 3-layer architecture, right? This is called the presentation layer here. This is the presentation layer here. This is the application layer here. So this is the database layer here, DB. We will install the database here. We will install the SAP application here. This is the GUI. GUI means presentation. This is the presentation layer here. This is the presentation layer here. Okay. This is the presentation layer here, where we are here, right? Our GUI, our logon pad, our browsers, we are here. From here, we will connect to the, from here, we will connect to the, our applications here. Then application will be sit on top of the database here. So like that, whenever you open the application, suppose like IRCTC application, so here we can do anything here. It will load the data to the database level tables, and it will so place it here. Here the database side, SAP HANA database we are discussing, and application server side here, the SAP application we are discussing here. So which SAP application here? Why? Because we have number of SAP applications products are there here, right? So one is the ECC, CRM, SRM, and everything here. So it depends upon your business. You can install the respective application, but the mainly every company will uses the ECC enterprise core component here. That is what we are going to discuss here. All the topics related to ECC. But if you do it with ECC, it will be same for the remaining product also. Remaining our basis activities common for the, so either BW or CRM, SRM, our basis activities are common activities we have in the other products also, other systems also here. So everybody first should learn in the ECC side. ECC side they will learn the all the activities here. ECC side they will learn the all the activities here. ECC side, right? So that is what we have to check in the ECC side. We have to check in the systems here, right? So ECC side, we will check all those things here in the here, right? So SAP is the successful 3-tier architecture, right? 3-tier architecture, that is called the R3 architecture here. R3 architecture here. Then we have the old versions. Then R3 onwards, we have the version 4.6, 4.6B, 4.7, 4.6F. There are a lot of things are they have released, but you don't require all those things. But the mainly you require the ECC versions you should be required here. ECC versions you should be required here. Why? Because every product there has the versions here. Even if you take the mobile Android version also, Android also there is a versions. Your laptop also there is a versions, right? Each and every product there is a version. If you take the fridge, our TV, which and everything there is a versions here, definitely, right? So definitely here also we have the versions. Here also we have the versions are there here. So for ECC, we have the ECC, so 5.0. After the R3 is done, they have changed the naming convention to the ECC 5.0, right? In 2004, so they have named it as the ECC versions to the ECC, so 5.0 in 2004 here. Then after that, ECC 6.0 they have released in the, so 2005 they have released it here, right? 2005 they have released it here. Then ECC 7.0, no. Then they have changed the strategy to the ECC 6.0 EHP1. They have changed here, like that. EHP means enhancement packages, like that. EHP2, like that. EHP3, like that. EHP4, like that. EHP5, like that. EHP6, like that. EHP7, like that. EHP8. So then after that, so entire their business naming convention they have changed to the S4 HANA. S4 HANA, new 4th generation business suite they have implemented, right? So from R1 to R2, R2 to R3, R3 to now S4. In the R3 only we have the ECC versions are there here. Enterprise core component here. So initially in the 2004 they have released the 5.0, then 2005 6.0, then 2006 we have the EHP1 we have the enhancement package. EHP1 means enhancement package here. Instead of releasing the 7.0, then so on just only whatever the new enhancements they have released into as a enhancement 1, which required the ECC 6.0 is required. Then EHP2 released it. Yearly ones they have started releasing the all the EHP, CHPs. Finally they have stopped the EHP8, they have stopped it. Then they have renovated. Then they have released the fourth generation business suite, that is called the simplified fourth generation business suite, that is called the S4 HANA architecture. S4 HANA product they have released into the market. Right, so that is the way they have changed their versions from the R1, R1 to R2, R1 to R2, then R2 to R3, then R3 to then R5, sorry, S4, R3 to then S4 they have released it here. Now S4 on a trend is running in the market here, right? But before that, before that you should know about the ECC versions and everything here, right? ECC, this is the versions about the ECC systems here, right? ECC systems are the main core components for the business here. Main core components for the business here. Main core components here, ECC systems here, right? So ACC, right? So enterprise core component, this technical words you should be remember. So R means real time. One means tier 1 architecture, real time tier 2 architecture, real time tier 3 architecture. So all are the ECC systems here. EHP, enhancement package here, right? This is the current existing architecture, successful architecture of the SAP here. 3-tier architecture here, right? So 3-tier presentation layer, application layer means SAP application here it is. Then database layer, database means SAP HANA database here, right? This is the SAP architecture, 3-tier architecture, right? So coming to the NetWeaver versions here, coming to the NetWeaver versions also here. Why? Because first we are going to install the NetWeaver product only. For every NetWeaver product is the base for the each and every SAP application here. Each and every application, SAP NetWeaver is the base product here, right? So here SAP, SAP NetWeaver 7.0 initially they have released in the 2005. So when they have released the ECC 5.0, NetWeaver 7.0 they have released it here. Then after that some enhancement packages they have released it here. Then EHP NetWeaver 7.1, then NetWeaver 7.2, then NetWeaver 7.3, SAP NetWeaver 7.3, then SAP NetWeaver 7.4, then SAP NetWeaver 7.5. This is the last successful version here. This is the last successful version, like that they have released into the NetWeaver 7.5 in the 2015. They have released the NetWeaver 7.5. They have released it here, right? The released year. Then after that, so they have changed their naming convention to the as above 7.51, right? 7.51, 751. Then as above, then 7.52, right? Then after that again they have changed it to the above platform 1801. Then above platform, then 1909. So 1909. Then above platform to 2020 20. Okay, so then yearly wise, then 2021, 2022, 2023. So like that, so they have started releasing this above plot. They have changed it here. Previously SAP NetWeaver 7.5 we have above stack and Java stack. right? Then after that, only above stack, they have named it as like a 7.51. They have separated the Java stack. Java stack still stay in the 7.5 only. In the SAP, we have the two stacks. Okay, one is the above stack. It's where we can log in via SAP logon pad. We will work on the above stack. The second one is the Java stack. It's a Java stack means it's a purely browser based URLs, browser based login procedures here. So two stacks here. Here ECC, S4 systems, everything is in the above stack only here. Java stack also they have introduced in the 2005. They have introduced it, but here so both are combined. Above stack, Java stack, all are combined in these versions here. But when it comes to the here, they have separated only above 7.51, only above 7.52, above platform like that. They have changed the naming product versions also. They have changed it here, right? Just remember we are going to install the SAP NetWeaver 7.5 is our first NetWeaver 7.5. Then SAP ECC 6.0, EHP 8 is the latest versions which we are going to install it, and we are going to work on this product on this one. And SAP HANA 2.0 SPS 07 is the latest version which we are discussing on this HANA database version. And there is also in the October, so it's July, right? July, so it's July, August, so September, October. In the October month, so in October 2024, there is a new SPS is going to release. That is the one. So in case of it is released by in our class times, then we will also upgrade our database version to the SPS 08 also. It's ready to release, but as of now, it's not released. So currently the latest version is the SPS 07 only, right? So we will discuss these three products we are going to discuss in our classes. This is a purely database. These two are the applications here, right? This is our our strategy which we are going to install and discuss also. This all the administration, but basically SAP related all the topics are so same in the all the products. Whatever our topics are there, installations, upgrades, administration topics, basic understandings, everything is in the same in the all the SAP product. All the SAP product means we have the SAP product called the SAP ECC, SAP BW, SAP CRM. So then, right, SAP SRM, then SAP S4 HANA, then SAP Fiori, then SAP MI servers, then SAP APO, then SAP PO, then SAP PAPO, then SAP Portal, Enterprise Portal, then SAP, there are a lot of things are there. SAP NetWeaver systems, right? SAP, so there are a lot of things are there. So our activities are so common. Every product, whatever the products are there, every product, our activities are there here. Each and every product, there is a usage, right? This is a transaction system. This is a warehouse system. This is a customer relationship management system, sales relationship, the Fiori apps related systems here, right? Missionaries related, they will use it, optimized planning calendar. So purchase the PO. So PO interface related concept here to pull to integrations part and everything data. This is we will portal. So in the machines, we will in the URLs in the front end, they will use this portal URLs and everything here. So like that, each and every product, there is a use case, right? There is a use case here. So depends upon your company business, depends upon your usage, you will install the respective, you will use the respective SAP product here. But every company commonly require the ECC, BW systems and PO. They are the standard products are there here. Every company will use they are the standard products. They will use it here for every company, right? So that is company requirement here, right? So coming to the what we are going to do it here, installations here, SAP installations here. To perform the SAP installations here, first of all, so we have there are the types of installations are there here, type of implementation strategy here, types of implementation strategy here. One is the greenfield installation, greenfield, and second one is the brownfield, greenfield and brownfield here. Greenfield means here it's a fresh installation, that is called the brand new house building here, right? Fresh installation, brand new house here. right? So brand new house, fresh installation, new customer, new installation we are doing here, right? Then second one is called the brownfield. Brownfield means here the brownfield base means the migration or conversions will comes under the brownfield here, which means already systems are there, data is there. They want to they want to come to the new SAP systems or new SAP. That time we have to go with the different approach, the strategy here. So for the greenfield installations, what we have to do here, what are the requirements we need to perform the SAP installation? It's not the small SAP product to perform the SAP installation. Directly go to the marketplace, download the one SAP media software, download it and install it, watch it. It's not like that here. There are the multiple SAP softwares we have to download it. Why? Because it's not like that small media player installs or SAP installation, that every SAP installation, and we can download the file, we can install the .exe file and we can use it, right? No, it's not like that. SAP installation is the different procedure we need to follow it here. There is the different procedures are there to follow the SAP installations here. Here, to follow the SAP installation, the first of all, we need to know the hardware requirements and software requirements here. Why? Because it's a business application. It's a business application. To install the SAP application, carefully we need to plan the hardware and the software here. Carefully we need to plan the hardware sizing here. Hardware sizing we have to plan it here. Hardware sizing here, hardware requirements we have to plan it carefully here. Hardware requirements here, it's a very important thing here. Hardware requirements here. Why? Because hardware requirements are very important here. Hardware requirements here. Why? Because hardware is very important for the SAP systems or HANA databases. Hardware is very important. Hardware part means here it is the, so SAP always we have to the processor side. So hardware means what are the things will comes under the hardware. So we have to procure the hardware. We means the company will procure the hardware from the certified vendors, either Lenovo, HP, Dell, Inspiron. So there are a lot of hardware vendors. They will procure the hardware from the respective vendors here, right? Then once you got the hardware, then the storage, how much space, how much RAM is required here, how many CPUs are required here, right? What is the storage required here, right? What are, so network bandwidth, how much it is required. So these are the things, and also comes under the operating system. What is the operating system? We have to install it here. So these are all the things we need to calculate it. Otherwise, we should know about the information about the what are the hardware requirements here, right? What are the hardware requirements for the to install the SAP applications? These common things we should know about the minimum. What is the minimum RAM size we required? Sir, how can we get the RAM size for the, suppose if you are working on the real time, so then customer, there is implementation project, then you need to calculate the, so RAM size, by RAM size, then we can use the SAP quick sizer tool. We can use it, SAP quick sizer tool. There is a benchmark tool here. Using this quick sizer tool here, we can calculate the what is the memory, CPU, disk, IO capacity, network band, all those things you can get from the SAP. Right? SAP is giving the web-based tool here. SAP is giving the one of the web-based tool to the customers. Using this one, so we can calculate the how much RAM is required, how many CPUs are required here. Why? Because so minimum, for training purpose, I can say simply minimum 8 GB RAM is required. So the maximum, that is your wish, how much you want to go for. Why? Because this is just only application. So 8 GB is required. You can install on our laptops or on our servers also, we can install it. But when it comes to the real time, how can we calculate it? What basis you have chosen 8 GB? What basis you have chosen 16 GB? So what basis you have chosen the 32 GB? So what basis? So what basis means depends upon the your business, number of users, concurrent users, what is data flow. So all those things We have to, all the parameters we have to calculate it. So what basis? So what basis you purchased the new car, right? What basis you purchased the new car, which means you tell like the model, year, cost. So what is that? So number of like on road price. So many things like many parameters you will consider. You will check all the areas. Then you will purchase a new brand new car. You will purchase, right? Same as like when you are installing the SAP, what basis you are purchasing the hardware? Is it simply will do the 8 GB memory? No. What basis? Right? Depends upon the number of users. Depends upon the data flow. So number of users and data. How much data you are expecting, right? So based on that, you can plan the RAM size. Normally, SAP applications, so it does not require much memory. 16 GB, normally in the real time, 16 GB, minimum 16 GB for the non-productions. So non-prod, so, and the production 24 GB or 36 GB. So minimum they will go for that one for production application servers, SAP, only SAP, not the database. I'm not talking about the database here. Only SAP, only. So that is what they will go for the, so in the real world systems here. But in our, we can also install in the 8 GB RAM memory. If you have the 8 GB RAM memory, we can also install the our SAP systems in the 8 GB RAM memory also. On the top of the 8 GB RAM memory, we can install the our SAP system also. Why? Because it's a practice systems, training systems. That's fine. We can do that one. But but in the what basis we have to calculate it means, so here SAP giving the one web-based URL to the customer, that is called the quick sizer tool. Using the quick sizer tool here, we can calculate the all the hardware requirements and everything. Hardware requirement means such as memory, CPU, disk, power, CPU, power, disk, and IO capacity and network. These all are comes under the so hardware requirements. These all are comes under the hardware requirements here. So using the quick sizer tool, there is a sizing methods here, right? If we want to go with the user based sizing, so user based means how many active users will work on the so your systems here. Throughput, which means data. Throughput means data, number of order line items per year, number of. So that is the throughput. There are the so throughput based and performance based. We can calculate it. Normally, people will take the based upon the users based. How many users will log in? Based upon the users, they can calculate the sizing report here. They will calculate the sizing. They can go for the quick sizer tool. Then what they will do? They will go for the is a so they can just click on the this button, quick sizer tool button. So we can calculate the sizing requirement of the our develop SAP applications. Sizing, we can develop the sizing requirement. All those things we can calculate it here, right? So first of all, the certified hardware vendors we need to choose it here. Then based on that, the how many CPUs required. CPU, how many CPUs, how much memory, how much space required, what are the disk operations and the bandwidth of the here. Then all this one, it will influence the SAP. We can develop the SAP applications and everything. We can develop it here, right? So all those things we can do it using the quick sizer tool. Using the quick sizer tool methodology, we can create the one project in the system. Then we can create the one project. Then we can calculate the how much RAM is required, how much memory is required. So IO capacity, IO means input output capacity. So then all those things we can calculate it. All those things we can calculate it here using the quick sizer tool here, right? If you want to calculate the S4 and BW, whatever you want. So any SAP product using the SAP quick sizer tool, the standard tool we can get it out here. Standard tool we can get to calculate it here. Okay. So that is the so sizing calculation can be done by using the SAP quick sizer tool. That is the so web-based tool which is for free for the customer who want to go for install the SAP. So they can first use the quick sizer tool. So what basis you will calculate means, so using the quick sizer tool, So basis means what? Basis means number of users, data flow. So based upon this one, we can consider all those things. Then we can get the RAM size. This is for just only for the getting the RAM size only, getting the RAM size only here, right? So once you got the RAM size here, then we will get the number of CPUs. So one physical CPU will handle the 14 GB of RAM memory. One physical CPU will handle the 14 GB of RAM memory here. When it goes to the cloud, that is called the vCPU concept, virtual CPU concept. It is the 7 GB only it will handle it here. 7 GB only. 7 GB only it will handle it here. So means two virtual CPUs equals to the one physical CPU. Physical CPU means it's in the on-premises, we have the physical CPU concept. When it go to the cloud-based concept, we are going for the cloud, that is called the virtual CPU concept only, right? Based upon the template, if you choose the 16 GB RAM, then you will have to choose the three or four virtual CPUs, you need to choose it here. If it is a physical CPU, then 16 GB means the one physical CPU is enough to handle the load and everything here, to handle the load and everything here. So storage side, it's SAP, right? You don't require much space, 200 GB, then free space is required, 200 GB. The free space is required to install the SAP application. One SAP application, if you want to install it for only SAP, 200 GB, one SAP application is required, free space minimum. So 1 Gbps, 1 gigabyte per second. Mbps also fine, but as per SAP will say like Gbps, 1 gigabyte per second. So it should be that much of speed here, right? Normally we will use this code for the HANA databases. So, but if you have the much speed of the data network, that will be very helpful to users, will not face any network slowness or network glitches, anything. So they can easily work on, they can complete all the orders and everything here, right? Is the network speed here. So these all are influences the calculation of the hardware requirement. Hardware requirements means how much RAM is required. Otherwise, in the organization, your architect, company architect or client team, so they will procure the hardware. They will tell you how much RAM is required for the each and every non-production systems. For production system, how much RAM is required. Based on that, they will take care of that one. But in case of they ask you the question, then you are in the place to tell something like that. You need the RAM, CPU, memory, all those things, right? That time, so you can just explain this scenario. So we can calculate using the SAP quick sizer tool. We can calculate using the SAP quick sizer tool. All the hardware requirements, RAM size. So we can calculate the SAP quick sizer tool. We can use it here. Quick sizer tool is the web-based tool. If you type it in your browser, you can get the quick sizer tool. We can calculate all the estimations of your SAP applications and everything here. What is required your SAP application? You will get all those things here. SAP quick sizer tool. Okay. So that is hardware requirement. Definitely, your client team or team, they will help you. You no need to worry about that one. So, but because since you are having the less experience, so instead of confusing all those things, so just remember the hardware part. What are the things will comes, and SAP quick sizer tool, we can estimate it either user based or throughput based or performance test based. We can calculate the RAM size, memory, CPU, all those things we can calculate like that. So you can tell if anyone asks you. Otherwise, you can ignore it. No one asks these questions as per your experience. Okay. So the main thing is they will ask you software requirements here. So what are the SAP software requirements? This is the very important thing here. SAP hardware requirements and software requirements. Sir, why we are discussing? It's simple software, right? We can get installed, right? It's not the simple software, boss. It's a multiple softwares we have to download, we have to install it here. It will take several hours to complete the installation. It will take the several hours to complete the installation here, right? So several hours to complete the installation. Someone unable to attend the classes. This is a started screen share. Network issue. Someone trying to join. So software requirement. So software requirement side, I thought, shall I stop it here? I will send you some documentation for today. Also, I will create the user ID password. Why? Because pure theoretical topic we are discussing, people will get confused. So shall I stop it here and shall we continue tomorrow? Shall I continue?
Yeah, you can continue, sir.
Okay, well, because pure theoretical topic, people will confuse the new people. That's why I'm worrying about that one regarding this technical words, word chants, and all those things. So, why? Because few are the new members are there here. So initial 2 days you will get like you will not able to mingle all the new words and everything by going 1 week completed, but you can understand all those things here. Initially you may face some difficulties who are the new to SAP, so they can you may get some difficulties here. That's why I'm going very slowly. That's why I'm asking each and every time, shall I proceed or not? So don't mind. So others, you are okay, right, to continue, or shall I stop it here?
Tomorrow we will continue, sir.
Okay, everybody is okay, right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can continue.
Okay. Okay, let me pause it here. Okay. So why? Because since new members are joining, so we need to understand from their capabilities also, right? So I'm pausing here. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the software requirements. Also, we'll discuss about the how to download the softwares from the service marketplace. What are the technical terms we should understand in the SAP market, SAP industry? There are some technical terms, right? Same as like ECC, right? Same as like SID. What is the database? What is the application server? What is the instance? There are some technical terms here in the SAP side. So those things will discuss in the tomorrow. In the tomorrow agenda is so software requirements, how to download the softwares, and tomorrow we'll discuss about the full-fledged class like uh, technical terms also we'll discuss without any delay. Okay, so first 2 days just we will finish it quickly. So but tomorrow onwards we'll discuss full length class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Share the some basic documentation today. Also, I will share the one Excel sheet, one Excel sheet to fill your all your details for the access purpose. So based on that, access, then remaining confidential videos and everything.